Hello YouTube, this is Corman22 here, back with another 100-point squadron build for Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures. Tonight I've gone back to using heavy ships, and the build I have in mind is Dagger Squadron, with Nera Dantels as the Squadron Leader, and then we have 2 Dagger Squadron pilots as her wingmates. The focus behind this build is pretty much setting up for a sure hit. See, what happens is the Dagger Squadron pilots are going to be attacking with their ion cannons, which will disable a large ship or two small ships or whatever. And then the next round, Nera Dantels can get in close and then fire with her torpedoes and deal massive damage to her opponent. And with the upgrades I've given them, they'll be able to maximize on their combat efficiency with. So let's take a look at the build. So we've got 3 B-Wings, Nera Dantel and 2 Dagger Squadron pilots, as I said earlier. The 2 Dagger Squadrons have been minimally upgraded, while Nera has been outfitted with a specific build I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with by now. We'll start with her. Start with the Squadron Leader of the build. And that is Nera Dantels herself. She has a pilot skill of 5. She flies the B-Wing Heavy Assault Fighter. She has an attack value of 3, an agility value of 1, a hull value of 3, and a shield value of 5. She can take on the focus, lock-on, and barrel roll actions. She costs 26 squadron points. And she's able to take on an elite pilot skill upgrade, systems upgrade, a cannon upgrade, and 2 warheads. Her ability states you can perform warhead secondary weapon attacks against enemy ships outside your firing arc. So Nera is good for flanking with warheads because with her ability, all her warheads are treated like turrets, meaning she can fire them in any direction, so long as they're within range of her. And what I've got is I've gone with a standard build, a classic build that I've been employing with Nera. And that starts with the B-Wing E2 modification, which states your upgrade bar gains the crew slot upgrade icon. So this turns the B-Wing into a 2-seater. And then for her crew slot, I've gone with a Recon Specialist, which states when you perform a focus action, assign 1 additional focus token to your ship. And then for her elite pilot skill, I've chosen Deadeye, which states you may treat the attack target lock header as attack focus. When an attack instructs you to spend a target lock, you may instead spend a focus token instead. For her systems, I've gone with Advanced Sensors, which states immediately before you reveal your maneuver, you may perform 1 free action. If you use this ability, you must skip your perform action step during this round. So the advanced sensors are good for if you want to do an action, but you won't be able to because you want to do an action, but you'll be doing a red maneuver. So you can choose your red maneuver, but do your advanced sensors first to do your action first, and then you'll be able to do your red maneuver. You'll get your action, do your red maneuver, you get stressed, but you'll still be able to you'll still at least have taken your action. For our first warhead, I've gone with extra munitions, which states when you equip this card, place 1 ordnance token on each equipped warhead, missile, and upgrade bomb upgrade card. When you're instructed to discard an upgrade card, you may instead discard 1 ordnance token on that card instead. So for 2 points, you're allowed to take 2 of the same warhead, missile, or bomb into battle at the cost of taking up a warhead slot. And for her final warhead, final upgrade, I've gone with advanced Proton Torpedoes, which have an attack value 5 and can only be used at range 1. And they state, spend your target lock and discard this card to perform this attack. You may change up to 3 of your blank results to focus results. So what I've done is I've done a classic with Nera. The B-Wing E2 lets her take a Recon Specialist, which gets her 2 focuses. Deadeye will substitute 1 of those focuses as a lock-on. And then, of course, with the advanced torpedoes being used, it changes 3 of those blanks into focuses, which she can use her second focus to change to hits. So this pretty much guarantees that Nera Dantel's shots are going to land a hit at some point. Now I move on to her first wingmate. Well, rather, they're both the same, so I'll just, go over the one. And that is a Dagger Squadron pilot. Dagger Squadron pilot has an a pilot skill of 4. He also flies the B-Wing Heavy Assault Fighter. He also has an attack value of 3, agility value 1, hull value 3, shield value 5. Yeah, he can take on the focus, lock-on, and barrel roll actions, cost 24 squadron points, and is able to take on a systems upgrade, a cannon upgrade, and 2 warheads. Doesn't have an ability because it's a common pilot, and as you can see, I've done the same thing for her right wingman, or left wingman, sorry. And for the upgrades, For the system upgrade, I've gone with a fire control system, which states after you perform an attack, you may acquire a target lock on the defender. So that saves you from taking a target lock action the following round. And then I've given them an ion cannon as their cannon upgrade, which states which has an attack value 3 and can be used at range 1 to 3. And it states attack one ship. If this attack hits, the defender suffers 1 damage and receives 1 ion token, then cancel all dice results. So like with any ion cannon, the ion cannon, like with the ion cannon turret, the ion cannon or the ion pulse missiles or ion torpedoes or whatever, they do 1 damage. They take 1 ion. They receive 1 ion token, and then you cancel all dice results. With the fire control system active, this will help guarantee that your ion cannon will have a better chance of hitting, because with any unfavorable results you get, you can spend your target lock to re-roll, and then immediately after you attack, you can acquire immediately acquire a target lock onto the same ship you attacked, provided it's not destroyed. So yeah, that's the Dagger Squadron build I have going on here. Advantages: they're all heavy hitters. They're pretty much offensive and defensive tanks. The B-wings have a high attack value and they have high defense. Most of the defense is in their shield, so they'll be protected from critical hits for a while. B-wing E2 for Nera Dantels allows for take on a crew slot, which is crucial for the build to work. Advanced sensors I threw in just in case you wanted to do a red maneuver but needed to do the double focus action beforehand. And then of course with the Dagger Squadron pilots and ion cannon, they will damage the opponent, ionize the opponent enough for Nera to move in and make a killing blow with their advanced torpedoes. Weaknesses: low agility value, as always, as is usual with every heavy assault ship. 1 agility kind of makes the B-wings vulnerable to damage early on in the fight. So with the Dagger Squadron pilots, you might want to have them lag behind and back, but with Nera, you must get close in order to use her torpedoes, which is another disadvantage. Nera has to be close to use her torpedoes. It doesn't matter, the range, the direction of the enemy doesn't matter, but the range does. So, yeah. That's pretty much all I can think of for this build. So yeah, this is my Dagger Squadron build. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Any constructive criticism is greatly appreciated. If you like, you may use this build for any competitive or casual play, or if you want, you can tweak it or revamp it to your own specifications. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Corbin22, signing off.